Right. Just eating some Monster Munch. I haven't had Monster Munch in years. Like, this is weirdly nostalgic. Which I guess is kind of the point. These are big ones, apparently. If these are giant Monster Munch, how small are regular Monster Munch? Because I remember them being this big, but mind you, the last time I ate these, I was probably half the height I am now, at least. But yeah, hello, welcome. I'm going to play some more Mega Drive ROM, Mega Drive Sonic hacks, as seen on the Sonic hacking contest thingy. I'm going to turn that music down. I'll just turn it off. I'll just turn it off. That'd be easier. There we go. Stick my headphones on. Yeah, I was considering doing some of the other stuff for like the PC, but I realised just how much tinkering it would take. Some of the games that have mods I don't even have installed. In the case of a couple games I don't even own them. It would have been a lot of fiddling about for like the whole day, so I thought I might as well just go back to the Mega Drive stuff because I've got it all here, and I didn't get to show you every single hack. And there's a couple I actually want to go back to. So we're going to be going back to those ones. Oh. Right. I'll stop it on camera. Done. Right. For now. Until I put my next one on goal. Let's start with this one, which I don't think I did yesterday. Called Sonic 1 Definitive by Inferno. So, as far as I know, I haven't really played around with this one much. I think this might be the one that had the cool special stage change. You get this cool looking Space Harrier looking loading screen here. Oh, we're getting this again. If you didn't see this before, this is pretty wild. Hey there, Murray Curry. Welcome to the stream. Just playing some more Mega Drive stuff while eating some Monster Munch. I've just realised that's cropping off a wee bit. I think I will double check that. Looks like it's cropping off ever so slightly. Well, it might just be this screen. I'm not sure. Oh, no, that's fine. Yeah, it looks a sec. But yeah, we're going to start with this one called Sonic 1 Definitive, which I think is... Well, it's another Sonic 1 hack, obviously. It's got different, better drums, which is a development that happened in the last couple of years, I guess. And my headphones are still only coming through one side, which is playing a bum. But let's play this. So, straight away it has a menu. That's nice. With like Japanese box art stylings. So we can choose what kind of spin dash you want, because why would you ever want the CD one? But there you go. I don't know what strike peel is. I guess that's a new move. So I guess we'll try that out. And we'll give this a crack. So it starts with Green Hill, but with a rather lovely... Ooh! I just noticed how much nicer the colours are here. Like, there's more detail in this scenery. And the music's a bit different. Also, my coming off a spring is a different little animation. The layout's a bit different. Oh, I can break these as well. That's cool. I like this different version of the music. Let me know if the sound levels are all good. Hopefully they should be alright. And I think I've actually remembered to put it in, put the webcam in sync with the game this time, because I looked back on yesterday's stream and I was reacting to things before they happened. So, not by much, only by like half a second or something. Or like 100 and... what is it? Something like 980 milliseconds or whatever it is. Sound levels are all good here. Thank you very much. So yeah, you're going to see even more Green Hill. Did I just fly into the sky? I did. Yeah, we're getting even more Green Hill now. Because it's a Sonic 1 hack, so of course it starts with Green Hill, like most of them do. But it has a new layout. It looks prettier. The music's nicer. Reach around. What's down here? Oh, okay. Oh, I just realised something. I heard the noise. Oh, there's no drop dash. Okay. There are a couple Sonic ROM hacks already that have the drop dash from Sonic Mania in them, but I guess this isn't one of them. But I have a dash attack, so that's all good. Oh, I still haven't figured out what that peel out thing is yet. came up with something. Oh, hello. Let's get in there. It's. I've got time limit. I should move. It's the Twisters. It's the special stage with the Twisters from Master System Sonic. Do I have to get so many rings in a certain amount of time? Sega! Welcome to the stream, Murray Curry and Chris Media Lab. Thank you for popping in. Ah, I love this. Well into this. This is a really good rendition of that song as well. Right, we need to get out of here before the time runs out. It's anything like the Master System one. Go on. The noise when you hit the twisters isn't quite as satisfying though. I like the bang you get in Whoa. Oh, hello. Okay, there was a portal at the end. Wasn't expecting that. Twister lollies are awesome. Were, they still are. Oh, that's really cool though. As like a bonus stage as opposed to a special stage. That's pretty neat. Look out there? Nah, not quite. Just notice some of these have got beaks. See that? That's got a beak. Because reasons. This is all very pleasant so far. It's just a pleasant version of Sonic 1 with some enhancements. Oh. And an interesting new layout. I'm sure you're sick of hearing this song. It plays in every ROM hack because everyone starts with green. Right, at least it's a different version of it. Oh jeez. I think I almost did that move again. I'm trying to figure out what it is. I heard a noise like I was doing it. Oh, I've got the Sonic CD Super Peel out as well, but there was something in the options about something else. I'm not sure what it is. It's not that. I have to find out what that other move is. Not bad, still sound like gravel when I speak, but all good. Oh dear. Still got that bad throat. Well, I hope that gets better soon for you. Oh, this is the boss area. Ooh. Oh, this is very Master System as well, isn't it? This is straight up the boss from the Master System game, isn't it? Oh, yeah, dashes at you now. I'm liking all the. Oh, hey, this one also has the fist pumpy thing. Whee. Ah, he's doing the thing. He's doing the thing. You could sing on the death metal album. Little bits of emerald or something in the walls. Ooh. This is a very cool rendition. It's starting to resemble Act 2 from Sonic Mania a little bit. Or maybe even some... Oh, I see what's going on here. Oh, hello. What's this? What's this? What is this? Can I do something with it? No? It looks like one of the little Master System checkpoints. Oh, I see what we're doing. We're doing like the Act 2 from the Master System game with all the water, little pockets of water. Kinda looks like it. Well, maybe not quite, but it's evoking that. Oh, yeah, it kind of is. Yeah, I am liking the Master System nods in here. It's like it's combining the best of both games, and you've got the extra parallax with the trees here, which is... Ooh! The background's lush. Look at that. It's like... broken trees in the sea and stuff. Oh, hello. Oh! I think I just did it then, off a spring? Hang on. Or is that just to curl back up? Oh, I think that might just be to curl back up. I want to get on that. Ah! Oh, almost. Come on. There we go. Got it eventually. This is a really nice version of this. This is just what you call a really pleasant ROM hack. It's just like being done up and touched up in a way that makes it... It's just very pleasant. Oh, maybe Bridge Zone will be next. Oh, you never know. Oh, well, I'm down here now. I ended up grabbing a load of ROM hacks from... oh, hello. I guess this is where the special stages are now. Oh, look at that. This one's also got the smoother special stages. Wow, I'm really flying through this. Yes, please, for Bridge Zone. I think there's another ROM hack that has Bridge Zone in it, but I don't know if this one does. But there's definitely another one that does, but I'd have to get to it. Or use some kind of cheat if I can use the same cheats as the game it originates. But basically there's a ROM hack called Sonic Delta, which basically combines all of the games together, like Sonic 1, 2, 3 and Knuckles. It just combines them all together. And I think it also has stuff like Bridge Zone, I think. So I might have to chuck that on maybe after this one. The tune on Bridge was a banger, it certainly was. It's probably one of the best. I have no idea where I'm going, by the way. I don't want to go down there. I haven't been this way yet, or have I? This is a huge one of these. Ah, here we are. I love this smoother scrolling on this. There's a couple ROM hacks that have done this now, so I guess they're all just using the same code for doing that, but the fact that they found a way to make this run twice as smooth as it did originally is kind of amazing. There you go. Bunch of drums. Well, I think the rings respawn just like in Sonic 2. That's interesting. Pretty cool. Oh, it's got the whee! It's got this thing as well. Oh god. No! Well, I lost that. I wonder if that means there's no like big rings at the end of levels. It kind of looks like each act is going to have a boss, maybe, kind of like Sonic Mania. Whoops! Made that noise again. Yeah, I think it's just where you can choose to curl after springing, which is actually really useful. Kind of wish I knew what that extra move was, like a super peel. Pickled onion monster munch? Yep, that's what that is. I actually haven't had Monster Munch in yonks. First time I've eaten this stuff in donkey's years. Donkey's years, that's what I said. It's like it's got elements of... Oh, we get to go here again. Yay! There's a water shield there. That might be useful here, actually. Well, too late. I'll come back. Just gonna collect what I can. I think I have to get all of them. Is that portal again? I'm pretty sure there's loads of elements in this ROM hack that are based on like prototype stuff, like that portal. Funnily enough, I think that animation of him falling into the portal was actually an unused asset from the prototype. Oh, that didn't quite do what I thought it was going to do. Go on, go on. No, alright. I guess that's just kind of stuck there now. Go on. Oh, I think I've just wedged that in the wall. Oh well, never mind. Guess I won't be using that any longer. Hey there, Hedgehog. Welcome to the stream. I'm trying out Sonic 1 Definitive, which is definitely feels like it's got a nice mix of stuff from like different versions of Sonic 1, such as Master System elements and prototype elements. Hey, I got to go there again. Special stage with the twisters. I do think the noise they make in the Master System game is better though than that. It's down here. We got there. Electric shield. Ooh, that'd be useful. Just realised how useful that will be. Grab everything. Got loads of lives now. So I don't know if this is a complete ROM hack or a... Oh, I even nailed the little chirpy noises. I don't know if this is a complete ROM hack or a demo, because we'll soon find out, because it will end. Looks nice. Yeah, it does. Oh, I've still got my shield, that's good. Oh, I've still got the rings that I came out with, and oh, nice. Oh, there's that ball again. Yeah, there's loads of like content from the prototype here. But like, I can do this now. Yeah, I'm really liking this one so far. This is, and it's got that signpost that's from a prototype screenshot. Yeah, it feels like, hence the name. It sounds like it feels like this one's trying to be like the definitive version of this zone by having elements from everything, including cut content and whatnot. Right, we get to the boss now. Oh, but before we do that, did my shield disappear? I think I lost my shield as I came out of there. Boom! Oh, I've got a flame shield, so I guess there's something. I've got so many rings, it's ridiculous. Because I can just keep going to this level over and over. It's not even giving me like victory music for getting a life now, because I'm just getting them so often. Whee! No, not Green Hill, do Marble or Starlight. I mean, I could have a look if this game's got a level select. I know I'm about to finish Green Hill soon anyway. Don't lose it! Ah. I was showing off and it didn't pay off. I Jacksoned it. Right. Come here. Whoa! That explosion is intense, more intense. Ooh, this looks nicer. Well, it's almost done. We should be heading to Marble now. Wow, all those rings, but that take ages. There you go, it's got Ridge Zone. Yeah! That's really cool! Okay, I love this ROM hack now. Ah, 16-bit renditions of these songs is really nice to hear. Maybe it was this one I was thinking of that had Ridge Zone, or maybe there is more than one, I don't know, but either way. Oh, I could have reached up there, but if I tried. Yeah! Oh, there's a Sprats. Yeah, he's got the little weighty things! The little weighty things! Oh, there's a hidden spring. Oh, I hope this has Jungle Zone now. If this has Jungle Zone, it's the best Sonic 1 ROM hack. I want it. Stop crying, Sonic. Stop crying with joy, Sonic. He's like, Ridge Zone! So there was a thread going on Twitter the other day that was like, what are the 4 things that keep you hanging around in the Sonic fan, or like what keeps you coming back to the Sonic as like a franchise? And I think for me it would definitely be like the fan games and the hacking community. Because even if Sega just stopped making Sonic games, I probably wouldn't care. Because, like, there's still loads of cool stuff like this coming out that does it for me. I mean, you know, it's nice to have, like, new Sonic games with new ideas and stuff. But I'm totally happy with stuff like this existing as well. Like, if they just said, oh, we're not making Sonic anymore, I'd be like, okay. I wouldn't actually be that bothered. It'd be sad, sure, but like I'm sure like fans would easily keep the ball rolling, so to speak. As proven every year by the hacking contest and the Amateur Games Expo. Like, I kind of feel like Sonic wouldn't even be the same franchise if it wasn't for its fandom, you know. The good sides of it, anyway. Obviously, there's lots of drama and garbage as well, but if you just, you know, ignore that stuff. Oh, I love this background. It's lovely. Just give me Sonic 5 with 200 old school zones and I'm happy. Yeah! Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog 5. I'll be happy with Sonic Mania 2 as well. Even the bridges are... those like falling bridges are exactly how you would imagine them to be. Stand in front of your sign. You're blocking your sign. I like how smooth that little finger waggle looks. Okay. Oh, maybe this is a demo. Yeah, it is. Okay. Ah, I really hope this one goes further. Oh, there you go. Credits, Inferno, Rivet, random name, music, level design. Hey! I really enjoyed that. That was a super nice demo. I really hope that goes further because I want more Bridge Zone. I want friggin' Jungle Zone. Jungle Zone in 16-bit would be fantastic. I'll take that. There we go. Alright, well that was that one. That was nice. That was very, very nice. Right, what should we try next? Now, let's try this. I pretty much know where this is going, because it's got, like, well, I guess we'll see. I think this is one of those, like, you just sort of went dong. Nice green Sega logo there. I think this is like one of those trolly ROM hacks, I guess. Guess we'll soon find out. Doomed Zone! With like stupidly hard levels. Oh, that's a colour scheme. Do I have a spin dash? Nope. Sounds like Fetterman music or something. Well. Okay. 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 Yep. Yeah, this looks like one of those ROM hacks. And it's got like Kaizo in the title, so I think that's the term, isn't it? Kaizo for like. Good job. Someone found the hue slider in Photoshop. Yeah, the hue slider in Photoshop for Mega Drive. Yeah. Well. Yep, literal leap of faith there. All right, well, let's. I like that green Sega logo. It's cute. Fatal... What is that title screen music? Like, what even is that? What is any of this? Alright. I don't know how I'm supposed to know where to land there, but I guess I've got to go a little bit. Just have to go as far as I can. Okay, let's just go as far as we can. Just barely land it. Look, there's loads of spikes. Bet that's a bottomless pit. It sure is. Yeah, I don't know how much of this one I'll be able to be bothered with. I don't know, again, I don't know if this is a full game or a demo, but... I'll give it one more go. I'll give it one more go. Dong! But yeah, that's what this is. It's one of those. Don't even know what to think of this title screen music. Dong, dong. That's what SNES fanboys think all Mega Drive music sounds like. Let's try and get on these swinging platforms. And not fall off, preferably. Yeah, that was perfect. I perfected it. I've beaten the game. It's done. I'm almost tempted to use save states here, just so we can see more of it. Yes, as I probably should have mentioned at the start of the stream, even though I'm pretty sure you all know, I am playing these on actual hardware with a Mega Drive Pro, which actually has a save state function. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Oh, no! Load. You have to be careful with the save state slow because it can break the sound sometimes. Like if you don't do it quite right, sometimes the music or even the entire sound will just disappear permanently until you redo the game. Yeah. Yeah, this save state feature is handy. It's basically, you can set it to whatever you want, but I've got it as, I think, down on the start, or like hold start and down, I think it is. Yeah, down and start. But you can configure it to whatever you want it to be. Any kind of combination of buttons. And I don't think you can use X, Y, and Z on the 6-button controller, which I'm using. But I don't think you can put it on them, because that would be really useful. But I guess they wanted to make sure it was doable by anyone. Well, I don't know where I'm going. I'm just going to take it easy. This isn't the hardest one of these I've played, actually. I've played much worse. I guess I was supposed to bounce on that, I just realised we're back at the start. I'm going to have to do this again, aren't I? I completely forgot. I was talking about save states and I completely forgot to do so. This Sonic sprite is really garishly blue. Like, more so than usual. Right, well, we got through that, so... I can also do multiple save states as well, which is, yeah, a nice bonus. I'm risking that. Right, so I think what needs to be done here is I need to... Oh, alright, never mind. I had an idea. I thought I had to bop off that Buzz Bomber, but thankfully not. Wait, what? That just led to my death. Okay. Alright. Alright. Let's see if we can at least get through one level with this. I'll be happy with one level. Right, let's try not to get murdered this time. by this loop thing that's here. How am I supposed to... Ah, platform. Okay. That's alright then. I was worried I was stuck down here and a save state down here. That seems a bit hard to reach. Okay, that's really pixel perfect to reach. Probably have to do it at the absolute height of this platform. Ah, there we go. Just barely got it. Jeez, this music is horrible. Oh no 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 no! Don't go in there! Go back! Well, I guess I'm back here now. Let's just get on the platform. Try and do this horrible jump. There we go. Right. I don't know why I just assumed I could jump on this and just hope for the best there. Hey, we did the level! Sonic has gained... What? Sonic has gained at 1. I gained it. Right. Doom Zone. Oh. I just realised I've got to do all this again. I should have save stated. Whoa, music went a bit funny there. Right, well, we're going to gain the level again. Why not? But this one's weird. it's just a hard mode with garish colours and wonky music. Right, let's save this time. This beginning bit is literally just... Oh, okay. Okay, I'm fine with this. So all the stuff makes a different noise when you hit it for some reason. Oh, okay, the speedy... Oh, God. I'm gonna save. Because that was jammy. That was jam on toast. Oh, special stage. Well, this just looks like the original special stage, but with horrible music. Imagine if this was Sonic 1's soundtrack. Do you think people would remember it quite as fondly if it had this soundtrack? Meow. Lots of twanginess. How's the roads? You mean the Chaos Emeralds? So far I'm noticing this act is a lot more resembles the original Act 2 quite a bit closer to how Act 1 was. Which makes me think the modifications to this zone are gonna... This one looks like they've literally just put some spikes around. Oh, okay, it just kind of ended. That level seemed considerably less edited. Like, I noticed parts of the original Act 2 there. I wouldn't be surprised if this is just using the original maps and deleting stuff. So there's more bottomless pits. And just adding stuff. Because that's the impression I'm getting. Is that they worked with the original layout and then just made it worse. Just put bottomless pits everywhere. Oof. Oh, that was weird. Oh yeah, it shows you a screen. Oh. It showed me a screenshot of my previous save state. see what's up this way instead, I guess. For some reason, speed shoes make the music slower, even though I do appear to be moving faster. Welp, I had no way of knowing what was over there, did I? Oof. Right, we need to be really careful here. As we go along these platforms. And... oh, come on! That looks horrible. And I'll slow down as I come out. Oh, I can. Sweet, okay. Should I save here? Yeah, why not? No, I'm not sure how easy I'm going to be able to reach these platforms now. These swinging platforms. But I may have screwed the pooch here by saving here. Yeah, I don't know if I can reach that. What? Yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. There's probably a knack to it, but... yeah, that timing is quite harsh. No. Ah, there's definitely a like frame perfect jump for this. There it is. Save. Oh god. Good thing I did that. This is fun. Oh, there we go. No! Now I've got to do that again. Oh god! Oh, this is fun. Yeah, you'll notice the music gets stuck when you go into the save state thing as well. The audio goes a bit funny. But yeah, you've got to be really careful with save states because they can break the sound. Save. Right. Yay! Ah. This might be an issue. Because I can't spin dash. I can't build up enough momentum on this. Ah. Ah. I think I'm going to have to land back on that platform. If I can even do that. There we go. Yeah, we got it. Right. Whoa. Right. Don't know what's down there. Probably a bottomless pit. That's probably a bottomless pit as well. Because that's this game. Bottomless pits. Oh, this area looks pretty familiar. Kind of curious to see if the boss is any different. But so far, it feels like the edits are... oh god. The layouts are mostly... You can tell this is being done over the top of the original layout, is what I'm saying. I haven't started from scratch with the layout. They sort of used the original as a base and then just sort of tinkered from there. Like this section is exact. Let's take this route this time, just in case it's easier. Probably not. Anything, it looks like it's just leading me down to those platforms anyway. Oh boy, probably ruined this now. I don't think I can even reach that if I wanted to. Unless I just got jammy. I got super jammy. Oh god. There we go, there we go. I'm just going to save on each one of these, I think. Case in point. Because I've only got one life, so I'm going to game over anyway, so... there we go. Oh no, not this again! Well, that's How? What? Oh, hello. Did I just quick save? I didn't even know that was a thing. I pressed right and start and it instantly loads it. Oh, that's amazing. I didn't even realise that was a thing. Just got to be careful not to set it off by accident. Oh, I made it. Right. Did that save? Oh, it did. Oh, okay. So I just learnt something. I've got it that I probably set up and completely forgot about. But if I press left and start, it saves. And if I press right and start, it loads. So you won't have to keep seeing that menu. I remember to do that. Oh, hello. The special stage. With horrible music. That is otherwise exactly the same. Yeah, the classic music of Sonic 1's special stage. Otherwise, this is basically exactly the same. Lovely, just really flat drums. Just donk, donk. Meow. Dying cats. Dying electronic cats. Oh god. Oh, I just got to continue. Oh, I'm going to need that. Oh, for God's sake. Meow. Get in there. That deserves a monster munch. It's interesting that you can get them from the signpost rather than the rings at the end. Probably because they don't expect you to keep older rings. Alright. What leap of faith do you want me to do now? That. Oh! Wow, that music threw me off a bit. Well, this looks horrible. I'm low enough that that's just going to hit me. Is there a reason he hasn't actually done anything yet? I don't know. Okay. I'm not sure if that was meant to play out like that, to be honest. I think there was... yeah, this is a harder version of the boss, but... I hate those reverse blocks. Yeah, those are a pain in the butt. Oh, the animals turned into text as they were jumping away. As it will become bits of the letters. I gained that free. It's got Toe Jam and L music because reasons. Alright, don't judge me, Mario, in the wall there, but I'm gonna try and do this now. Oh god. I really feel like this layout is just whoops, I just saved. I just saved on the game over. Well, oh, I've got to continue, haven't I? Oh yeah. I was about to just like rage quit the whole game there. I pressed the wrong shortcut and I saved as I was dying. That's what I wanted to do. I still can't believe I could do this on the Mega Drive. This still blows my mind. And I've had this thing for years. No, not every drive can do that. Only like the X. I think it's the X7, which was my previous one, and this one can do it. Well, I mean, this music makes sense here because the colour scheme does kind of look like a Tojo Manel map with like all the purple and green, kind of. Right. Whoops! I loaded. I meant to save. Also, I noticed when sometimes you don't bounce off the bandits. I keep loading. Oh my god, that's the problem with them shortcuts, is I keep forgetting which one is which because I'm a dummy. You can't remember two separate things. Right. Save is there. No. No. I think I need to be sort of on the edge here. Nope, 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 nope. He was just floating there menacingly. Is that Pepsi? An old Pepsi logo? I'm not sure what's worse, loading when you mean to save or vice versa. Probably the saving when I was meant to load because I died and then I saved on a game over. It was a good thing I had to continue. There we go. Nope. Oh, this is just tedious. This area here. No. No. That's pixel perfect. That is actually pixel perfect. I think I may have just... No, it's fine. Oh, okay. Ah! Okay, that worked. I damage boost myself up there. That's it. I did the right one. I'm liking this Tojo Manel rendition, though. That TV right in the middle of the... Why? Why? Why was that there? Floating menacingly line was a reference to Robotnik not doing anything in that boss fight. Yeah, I'm not sure if that was meant to play out like that. I feel like that was a complete mistake. Oh god, oh god. I feel like I can't move forwards too much at any point because I'm just going to fall in a pit. Whoops. Okay, I haven't died. Oh, that's why. I was in the lava, apparently. That was peculiar. I think you're supposed to bounce off this. Yeah, that's kind of what they expect you to do. Well then. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, got it. I'm actually kind of enjoying this now, honestly. I wouldn't be if I didn't have save states though. That's it, that's it, that's it. I don't know what that spike trap was. Oh god. No, 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 get up, jump! He was stuck. I couldn't move him. Yeah, I'm actually kind of enjoying this now. Oh, I see what that is now. Oh, I got stuck in that corner again. Let's just load it that way this time. Ah! Oh, Jesus. I survived! I didn't survive! If I could get that ring, that would really help. Because I have no idea. Oh, do I have to land in that little gap? I should try and not lose my rings here. That's it, that's it, that's it. Oh no, wait, that was just sprite flicker. What? What even? Can I fit in between these spikes? I'm gonna say probably not. What? What do I even do? Ow! I keep thinking I'm going to be able to land through these, but I suspect I'm just going to have to take damage and then just go as far as I can. Yeah, take damage. Make sure you grab a ring. We'll do that. That's good. That's good. That'll do. That'll do, pig. Well, I had no idea what was down there. I just saved again, didn't I? Yes. Alright, I think we're done here. I think we're done for now. I think I'm going to leave that one, but I might come back to it another day. Or another time. Alright, let's try this one, because I haven't played this yet. This is Sonic 2 PN Arcade, which I think is based on like one of the prototypes. Probably the Nick Arcade one, but it's like a enhanced version of that, I guess. I mean, it's got the title screen. It's proudly presented by Pika Noob in the corner there. Oh god. So I get the impression this one's kind of similar to what was it? One of those Sonic 1 ones where it just felt like a jankier version of Sonic 1 because it was trying to feel like a prototype that doesn't exist. Well, I gained a Tails. Oh, why did I go down there? Oh. Yeah, this has definitely got elements from the prototype, like the different running animations and no tails. The start, and the music's a bit different, kind of glitchy in some places. The layout's slightly different. Yeah, the music sounds peculiar. Oh! Okay. I'm just pressing Z and it's advancing. If I keep pressing Z, it's slowly advancing. I don't think it wanted me to break that box. But I fixed it! I muscled through! There's some weird debug code in the bottom corner I only just noticed. Well, let's not hit boxes again. Or specific ones, because I hit some earlier and they were fine. I'm not sure what it was about that one that he didn't like. But at least I know I can muscle through that. What? Well, no checkpoints, I guess. Let's just try and run through this as quick as we can. Oh god. Yeah, just like that Sonic 1 one we played, that Dark Worlds, whatever it's called. This just kind of feels like a way junkier Sonic 2. It's like, hey, what if Sonic 2 was an early prototype that didn't work very well? It's like, okay, good job. You made it feel like a broken prototype, well done. I mean, this is very clearly based on a prototype, and it's using that weird spring animation that was unused. At least I didn't hit the, ooh, I felt like I was going to fall through the floor there. Different checkpoint as well. Is your life cycle meant to look like that? That was a trip. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's just like debug code or something. It's part of the alphabet. I have 4 DFHJLNEGIKs. That's how many of those I have. Oh, okay, that Bannock's just floating in the air. There's no coconuts. This layout is just a mess. Yeah, good job. Oh, what? What is this layout? Let's just plonk items anywhere, or make them completely out of sync with everything. Okay then. I'll have to play the Nick Arcade prototype again to see how much this resembles that. Well, I guess I can't go around that loop. Alright, I guess we're not going that way. I guess we have to go back. That loop is unusable. Wasn't there like a bunch of... yeah. What is going on with this layout? It's like everything's placed in the wrong place. Yeah, everything's just misaligned. It's like the items that are roughly where they're meant to be, but ever so slightly off. Oh, hello. Nothing down there. No game-breaking monitors. I'm being careful now because I feel like this is just going to fall apart any moment. Spring? Oh, hello. Oh god. Has there been no checkpoints? I think there's been no checkpoints. I didn't really want to have to use save states, but at this rate I feel like I'm going to have to. Oh, okay. Maybe it's the invincibility, oh. Nope, it's this one. It's the ring, Whee! We got out of it again. Well, that was... that was a thing. So I guess it's the ring boxes that destroy the game. I don't know if that's an actual hardware issue and that doesn't happen on emulator, because sometimes that's the case. But sometimes these things work better in emulators, and I'm not really sure why. That's going to do it as well, isn't it? Yep. Whee! Address error! I can just see address error written in the wall. Oh, this is fun. Boing! Sounds cool. Hey! We got out of it. It's weird how only some of the loops break. I'm pretty sure that is a prototype thing. Oh, hello. Music sounds slightly different and slightly worse. Music sounds slightly prototypey. Where has he gone? Oh, there he is. Let's stop singing. I apologise. Address error. The mail could not be delivered on account of it is just a wall. Yeah. It takes a lot longer to come back. Just driving around the whole world. He doesn't seem bothered. He didn't look very bothered about that, did he? He was just like, oh, whatever. Bye. Oh, I guess that was that level. Ooh, the colours are all different again. It's that dinosaur from Hidden Palace Zone. Alright, let's see how this differs. There's a Tails box there. Guess we're gonna have to go this way. The layout's a bit different. Those speed booster things don't seem to do anything. This could very well be a hack of that prototype. I'll have to, like, have a look at some point. Like, all these glitches might be from that. I don't know. Because some ROM hacks are based on prototypes, and it's just like, oh, let's take this prototype and make it more playable, I guess. No, playable is maybe a little bit debatable with some of this, because it has been a little bit janky. That was a short level. Oh! Oh, hello! A very weird rendition of this song with different drums, which again might be a prototype thing, I can't remember. Oh, I just noticed he's got the different turn as well. Yeah. Oh, can he hit walls? There was a thing in, I think, one of the prototypes where if you run into a wall, Sonic will actually fall backwards. He'll like go BAM into the wall, and yeah, I guess not. Is that bad at respawn? Well. Yeah, I do feel like this is one of those prototypes that's trying to resemble like a slightly more polished up version of a prototype. Emphasis on slightly. I still think it's a shame that this zone wasn't in the final version of Sonic 2. Because I think it's really pretty. Dinosaurs! Bit of a leap of faith here. But I do know, like, some of these textures in the background, or like some of this floor stuff was used in Sonic Spinball. Because I think Sonic Spinball's graphics were designed by the same person that did this stuff. And I guess he just recycled it for that game, seeing as it got cut. Because, yeah, it was one of the American artists that worked on this game that did this stuff that got cut from the game. Oh, well. Alright. Signpost is very far to the left. Oh, hey there, Chaos Hill Zone. Interesting it showed a Tails run up instead of a Sonic one. Oh, I'm back in Emerald Hill. Well, I guess that was that. Well, I guess, before we, I presume that's this whole ROM hack in a nutshell. Yeah, I think that's it. I kind of want to go back to that telly box that broke everything. Was it over here? I think so. No, not here. It just looped me back round to Emerald Hill, so I guess that was it. Oh, here it is. Right, here it is, here it is. Whee! This is probably the most fun thing about this ROM hack, is just the craziness you can do here. Oh, it's a life. Okay. I wonder what would happen if a save state is here. I can't. Ooh. I kind of wish I save stated just before I hit it now to see if I could, like, really bust it up, but I guess I could do that in the next area. Yeah, you know what? I fancy trying that. I want to see if I can really bust it. I can make it have an address error and then load it back up again and see if the address error just hangs around. I might try that. Right, let's find the other monitor that breaks things. There seems to always be monitors out near waterfalls for some reason. Hey, the layout's not all busted. Oh, I forgot! What was on the monitor for before you broke it? I have no idea, but I think it was a life. Because it played the life music as it was going crazy. The layout doesn't seem completely busted this time like it was the first time I went through this level. Which is interesting. It seems to have fixed itself. Whoa, this spring layout's interesting. Ah, there's another one. Whee! I can't use the save states and stuff while it's doing this. It just sounds awesome. Do do do. Did you see that there was an error code on the wall still, even after that? Alright, alright. I'm gonna see if debug mode works. Oh wait, no, it wouldn't, would it? Because there's no options. Alright, never mind. Up C, down C, down C. Right. Start. Nah. Alright, never mind. Alright, we'll move on from this one. I was gonna try an experiment, but I think I'll leave it. Right, so with that, let's try something else. I'm trying to think what I haven't played, to be honest. I haven't played the latest version of this on stream yet. I played this last year, I think, or maybe the year before. This is a really cool one. If you haven't seen this before, this one's really clever. It's Sonic the Hedgehog the Blob. Essentially, if you've ever played a game called The Blob on the Wii. This one's just really clever and artsy. I like it. Oh, well. So Robotnik sucks all the colour out of the level, and with it most of the music. And as you collect rings, you make all the layers come back, all the colour. And for some reason it teleports you to Springyard Zone at the start. I'm not really sure why. It just sounds really... This is like French art house edition of Sonic, I guess. At least it makes a change of scenery and Scrap Brain Zone at the start. You can hear it very slowly and subtly coming back as I collect rings. Really clever how it does it, to be honest. This is a really well made, interesting ROM hack. I'm just not quite sure why it teleports you to Scrap Brain at the start. I have no idea. Ooh. Oh, well, I can't go through there apparently. Oh, there he is again. Oh, here he goes again with his... Oh, I'm going to take the colour out of the world machine. Oh. There's a... Oh, we can go to Springyard. Oh, okay. Oh, this looks really cool in black and white. Almost don't want to collect rings. Almost want it to just stay like this. It looks really neat. The Film Noir edition. Almost got all the colours back already. Layout's all different as well, but this is another one of those ROM hacks. It's just like witchcraft. I have no idea how this works. I mean, I wouldn't anyway, but like, it's just really, really smartly done. It's doing things that the game shouldn't be able to do. There we go, back to normal. Go! So I think each time you finish an act, it takes you back to Scrap Brain, if I remember rightly. Yeah. This is sort of like your hub world, even. So this is Starlight. Starlight Act 3. Okay, weird. So I think you can just play the levels in whatever order you like. I kind of want to leave it like this. Just the drum going off. Oh, never mind. Does getting hit mean it goes back, or...? This sounds really good. Oh yeah, it does. Okay. Good to know. Everything's gone back to basic. Back to basic. Oh god. I think it must be based on how many rings you have, as opposed to just like cumulatively. Yeah. Ow. Yeah. So if you got 0 rings, it goes back to full black and white. I assume the aim is to get everything full colour before you finish the level. It just cuts out some of the audio channels and removes colours from the palette. I still think it's very clever. Like, to even come up with this idea and program that in must have been very tricky. I don't think it's as simple as just telling the game to take a colour off. Kind of like this, just the drum, just. Oh god. Away from them. Don't like you being there. Oh, it's the boss already. Oh, hello. It's a little bit broken looking. Oh god. Oh no! Oh, the music's still normal. Interesting. I've never been good at this boss. I always found this one a bit difficult. No, there's 2 ways to win at it, but yeah. Oh god. Oh, my ring! There we go. Still a clever idea though. Probably not the most complicated thing. Nah, I suppose not. But like, to come up with this idea as well is probably... And there's also the whole like hub world system must be quite neat. It's quite neat to do as well. S-Zone. Oh, wow. Where did that take me? Hello. Oh. Oh. Oh, this is the game I was thinking of, I think. Where you, where the special stage has been done really different. I think it's this one. You have to get so many rings. Just notice what the music is as well, that's awesome. Oh, hell yeah, the music! It's, Bobby Brown, the song that inspired Spring Yard Zone. Oh, I think I failed. Ah, I wanted to hear more of that rendition of that song. That was amazing. Oh. What happens if I go into this zone again? Oh, it seems to have given me the same level. Okay. Interesting. I think it's the same act. I was wondering if it would be a case of like you go in it and you go to the next act, but I'm not sure because I can't remember what act that was. More rings. There we go. That made the border appear that you can't even see because I've cropped it off. The purple border, like the background border. Yeah, the overscan. Yeah, I already did this level. Whoops. Alright, well, we're playing it again. Alright, well, we did that again for some reason. Still trying to, like, figure out what all the ins and outs of this one are. Alright, well, we don't want to go through that same signpost again, the same ring again. So this was Starlight 3. Okay. See what's up here, I guess. Oh, Marble Zone? Yeah. Oh, it just looks so cool when it's fully black and white. Yeah, this one's been around for a few years now, I think, like in general, and I think this is just the latest build of it. Ooh, hello. What's that all about? That's a weird layout. This whole area looks a little bit weird. Oh wow, a goal already? Okay, fair enough. Looks like you need to go about 50 rings to bring things back to normal. Yeah. Drink some water. Drink some water. How long have I been playing now? About an hour and a half? I think I'll try out like one more level. And this is something I'll probably play in my own time more of. This is just neat. It is neat. It's very neat. Let's see if we can find another level that I haven't already done. I didn't go this way last time. Oh, that's Green Hill. Guess we'll do that. Just to get it done. I presume the aim is to actually fill in all the colour before you beat the level, I assume. There we go. It's the way it slowly fades in as well, I really like. It's a nice little touch as well. Some of the level layouts are different and some of them are the same, which is interesting. I'm not quite sure why that is. And maybe only some of the level layouts, some layouts have been changed and others haven't. For whatever reason. Alright. Should probably check my phone. Oh, yeah, sure enough. Just a sec. Just need to check something. Oh. Right, so I just needed to do some messages. Alright. So that one doesn't seem like it's changed that much since I last played it, but it's still neat. I still think it's neat. Right. I'm trying to think of stuff that I haven't played. Oh, I've added this one because I forgot all about this one. I completely forgot to even download this one because it has actually changed a bit since I last played it. So this one is VTuber in Sonic 1. So we're playing Sonic 1 again. First time I played this, it just had a little character in the corner, like a little VTuber, and she just sort of like changed expression based on what's going on. There she is. We'll see her in a sec. There she is. Let's see if I can. Right. Oh, never mind. Let's see if she reacts to the demo. I kind of want to see if she reacts to the demo. But now she's actually voiced, and yeah, she giggles and. Giggles and farts, I guess. I like her 91 shirt, that's cute. But yeah, you just get this little character in the corner and she just natters away while you're playing. But not all the time, just occasionally. It's not like... Ah, so cool! Let's see if I can do the up, down, right. There we go. Right. Let's go to like, I don't know, Labyrinth Zone or something. See what she thinks of Labyrinth Zone, I guess. I'm just trying to get out of Green Hill Zone because every hack starts there, because of course it does. Oh no! This is weird. Is that a prototype element? Oh, okay. We have a prototype element in here now for reasons. Also, the water's a lot darker. But this isn't just vanilla Sonic 1. There is a couple changes outside of the girl in the corner. I think they've had to reduce the sprites just to make this even possible, because apparently the game was falling to pieces just as is. So instead of having bubbles to get your health back, there's these pockets of air. Kind of like Echo the Dolphin, really. Yeah, it's a cute idea. But yeah, as I say, they've had to... Basically, the bubbles were causing too many troubles with like the sprite limitations and stuff like that. So there's no bubbles anymore. So instead of bubbles, yeah, you've got these little areas where you can breathe, which might have been the original purpose of them in the prototype, or maybe the planned idea. You'll probably notice she hasn't really said much lately. I think she's a bit bored. She's like, nothing exciting. Nothing exciting's happening. She's just looking at me now. Oh god, no! I was too busy looking to see if she was about to do something, but she didn't. She spends most of this just sort of looking. She doesn't really... She's like, yay! Yay, you got a shield! Love it! Love that for you! Oh, I kind of want to know what happens if you start running out of air. Maybe next time I'm close to a... No, let's try it now. I'm going to just hang around in here for a second. See if she reacts to drowning music. I kind of want to know. Yeah, you'll notice the colour palette on this underwater bit's a bit different as well. Yeah, oh, you just said it in the chat. That's funny, because... Oh, she does! She's like, oh no! Let's see what happens. Yeah, she did. She's like, oh, no! Didn't say anything, but I do like that it has voices now. She finds bopping into Bannock's hilarious for some reason. Like bopping into multiple Bannock, she just finds that hysterical. Yeah, I really like this. I think this is clever. This is like the most modern idea you could possibly put into Sonic 1. Let's not get murdered this time. Oh, little ear twitched. Yay! So currently you are watching me react to a sprite of a girl react to Sonic 1. That's what's happening right now. Oh god. Slow down. That was a lot of slowdown just then. I think if you beat a level, she starts nattering away in Japanese and I have no idea what she's saying. Oh no! She's like, oh, don't drown, Sonic-chan! Or whatever. Alright, let's beat the level. Oh, it's the cheese! I'm on the cheese now. Whoa. Just happened. Her voice went a bit broken there. Was she getting impatient? What happens if I just let him wait? I kind of want to see that now. Maybe she laughs at it or something. I don't know. She's getting very angry at me not doing anything. Oh god. I don't think it's meant to do that. Oh no! Don't touch the don't shake the baby! Oh, hang on a sec. Better check. Yeah, because I think when I played the first build of this, one, she didn't have a voice, and two, the game kind of crumbled at certain points. But yeah, a lot of tweaking has been done to make this even possible, I guess. So, I think I heard a clap, but she didn't animate a clap. She's there the whole time as well. It doesn't fade her out, so somehow they've made that so that sprite stays there at all times. I was reading the page for this, and they were like, "Oh, there's a lot of technical stuff going on in the background that you wouldn't even notice that makes this doable." Basically, for example, it's apparently proven that Sonic's colour palette can be loaded at all times, including when the level's fading out, because her colour palette is the same as Sonic's colour palette. I'm sure you probably noticed. Ah, she got dizzy. She got dizzy. I kind of want to know if anything special happens with beating the game. I'm not going to sit here and play the entire game, but I could level select to Final Zone and find out. God. Oh, I need to get switched somewhere, don't I? I always forget where the switches are here. Isn't there one like... Oh, I'm trying to remember where it is now. Down here. I always forget what you're supposed to do here. Maybe it's something to do with this. Ah, there it is. I knew it was hidden somewhere. I just couldn't remember where. Oh, slow down. No. Ooh. I picked the best zone to show this off, didn't I? The slowest zone. Oh, she's doing this again. She doesn't like these, does she? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think the game crashed. Just so you know. It just crashed. Probably from trying to play that sample 100 times a second. Whoops. You know what? I'm going to go to Final Zone and I'm going to see what happens. Let's load that up again. I think this level select still works. Yeah, let's go to Final Zone. Did my headphones like work? Oh, never mind. One side of the headphones it is. Oh wow, I just realised when they were in here. Ah. Just want to see if she does anything in particular for beating the game, like a unique one. Oh, the fact that it's coming through just one side of my headphones is driving me mad. It sounds so weird. Alright, well, let's see what happens. If anything, just curious. That's what I mean, like, on the surface this probably seems really simple, this mod, this hack mod, whatever you want to call it, but there's a lot going on that's actually kind of complicated. Like the sprite limitations are getting messed up, the sounds, like how many samples can be played at a time has been messed up, I guess. Yeah. It's like, oh. She seems very happy. Yeah. Headphones, please work. There we go. Just want to see if there's anything to it. Alright. Oh wow, I got a little bit glitchy there for a second. She's still just watching as if, you know. Maybe she'll be like really sad when it says you haven't got all the emeralds. Doesn't seem like anything's happening here. Oh, but she's reacting to the demo, I guess. Oh no, not that again. Ooh, red rings. There's something about moving platforms like blocks and boing boing. Calm down, love. Character design, big island of it. Ooh, whoa, hello. Oh, this demo's not playing out correctly. that was a good demo. Well, this is cool. I'm glad we got to see a bit more of... I mean, she sounds as over the top as most VTubers. It's accurate. Whoa! Is she good at... Sonic, are you alright? Are you alright, Sonic? You seem a bit, You seem like the fabric of reality is tearing you limb from limb to me, but I could be wrong. Oh, you know, scrap brain music. Yeah, I want to see her react to like the presented by... Oh my god, the red rings! Oh yeah, she did react to it, that's cute. Oh god, what happened there? Robotnik's like, you didn't get all the emeralds or these rings. You missed these rings. You missed 6 rings. Alright. Oh, this is cute. This is very cute. Hang on. Up C, down C, left C, right. Press it down? Yeah. I just want to try something else. Up C, down C, left C, right. Right, that was... Yeah, there we go. Alright, debug mode. And really push it to its paces here. She doesn't seem bothered about that. We're going to put her through her paces. Oh, where did all those bees go? Just like, yay! Oops. Oh, I'm in the floor now. Hang on. Where am I? I am. Would you figure that? Would you figure that? Huh? She doesn't seem bothered. Alright, never mind. Let's get out of there. Oh, are these not the ones that you break? No, it's not. This is about as far as I've ever gone with hacking. It's just playing debug mode. This is as far as I get when it comes to hacking. I've never actually hacked a Sonic game properly. But my childhood was a good chunk of this. Can I wedge this in there? What would that do? Oh. Go on, go on, go on, go on. Alright, we get the idea. Alright, we're going to move on. Alright. What haven't I played? Oh, I haven't played Sonic Renovation on stream yet. I played this the other day on CRT, but... What's the hacking contest? Ah, so if you go to... Hang on, I'll just get the website up. I'll put the website in the... So, the Sonic hacking contest is this. If you go there, you can download all the ROM hacks that I'm playing today. Okay, let's try this one out. This is Sonic Renovation. Basically, it's a festival of Sonic ROM hacks and mods. So it's not just Mega Drive ROM hacks, there's also some... Alright, this one looks quite interesting. I haven't played this yet. There's options. Oh! Okay, we can be Mighty, and Tails, and Amy, and Knuckles. I think I'll be Mighty, just for a change. This face is here. So yeah, basically it's a week-long annual Sonic ROM hack contest, I guess, and then they give out awards at the end of it, and there's a section for like people that are entering the contest for like best mods, best ROM hacks, whatever. I don't know why, but this one's giving me Sonic Mega Mix vibes, which is like one of the original. I haven't seen that smiley in ages. Yeah, me neither. It's the first time I've seen it in years, I think. He's just there. For reasons. So yeah, I'm playing as Mighty. He doesn't have his slam thing from Sonic Mania, but he's clearly got his animation from it. That look up is clearly from it. But he seems to have a double jump, which is which is mighty handy. See what I did there? His name's Mighty. Whoa, hello. Giant ring. I don't know what that did, but I got it. I don't think it gave me rings. But this is definitely... Oh, that background's really nice. I just noticed all the little houses. And like the island in the background. See all the little houses? It's really cute. This is one of those, like, kitchen sink ROM hacks by the looks of it, where it's just got everything. Yeah, like complete level layout changes, graphical changes, additional characters, the works. Wait for me to eat these. That's Bubble Bobble music. But it's like the James Bond Lizard of Bubble Bobble music because it's slightly different. It's like the notes are slightly different. It's like legally distinct Bubble Bobble. Whoa, I wasn't expecting to hear that today. It's like ever so slightly different. It's like getting around the Taito police? I don't know. Oh, that's very peculiar. Of all the music to show up in a Sonic ROM hack, I wasn't expecting Bubble Bobble, but then I should know now to just expect anything because there was literally one last year that just had Thomas the Tank Engine music in a level, because reasons. Because why not, I guess. Like, you know. It's the Mega Drive for Cross music! Oh god. Didn't know that was going to be there. Okay, so there's Outrun music now too. Okay, I'll not break that. Maybe that's a Knuckles only thing? Maybe. I sure am liking the different music choices. Even if Bubble Bobble seemed very out of place. Ah, I was hoping to get faster Outrun music, but we've got like an like Sonic Adventure? Speed up shoes music? Oh god. Oh, we're at the boss now. Oh, it's Egg Robo. Oh. Okay. It was about to play some boss music, but oh. It's back to Outrun now. Oh god, he flew off. Well, okay, this has been adjusted in some way. Even this boss is different. Oh god. So yeah, as I was saying, there's not just ROM hacks. There's also, there's also Sonic Mania mods. There's Sonic Adventure mods. There's I have no idea why the outrun music was still playing during the boss. I think I may have sequence broke it with the invincibility. Yeah, there's even like Sonic Colors Ultimate mods if you have that on PC. Ooh. Oh! It looks like Tidal Tempest from Sonic CD. I love that people found a way to backport Sonic Mania stuff into like Sonic 1. That's crazy. I love it. I'm not sure if this counts as a bubble shield. I don't think it does, so I'm gonna get bubbles. I'm trying to think what this music's from. Sounds really familiar, but not familiar enough for me to immediately know what it is. This is pleasant. Kind of reminds me of World of Illusion, but I don't think it is World of Illusion. That's what it sounds like. Yeah, this is really nice looking. Let's take Sonic CD out. Oh god, is this a dead end? Oh god. Get a bubble. Ow! That was a dead end, it seems. Because I wasn't meant to go that way. Maybe these Robotnik tellies were an omen. Okay. It's a bubble. Just trying to think where I'm supposed to be going here, because I think I came from this way, didn't I? Oh, maybe I didn't. Nope, I definitely came from this way. Ah, okay. Literal Labyrinth Zone. That's the second level, or the second zone. Am I missing something here? Is there another hidden switch or something? Ooh. Okay. Oh! Oh, okay. I was definitely missing something. You could just walk through there. That. Ooh. Ah. Ah. Oh, I'm playing this very poorly right now. Ooh, careful. Don't let that fish get you. This whole area is just entirely underwater. That's fun. I am enjoying this double jump, I have to say. Maybe even more practical than these things he's got in Mania. So to say, that's a very awkward place to put bubbles. Right where that spike ball is. Flying around. Boy. This is a very long underwater level. There's no shield. Finally out of the water for now. This is a long level. Get that. Oh god. Sonic Free version of that Bannock. Twangy Mega Drive guitars. More of this. Oh, this tune's quite loud. quite chill though. I'm getting vibes. Just vibe into this one. I'm not sure if these are from other Mega Drive games, or if they're just original compositions. They could be original, I guess. I really have to slog through another whole underwater section though. Ow. Lots of Robotnik boxes around. Which if you've played Sonic 3 you know are nasty. That was a short level compared to the last one. I must have just taken a good route, maybe? I don't know, but that seemed a lot shorter. It was a lot shorter, it was like a third of the length. Act 3. Not complaining, of course. Less water level is fine by me. Oh, excuse me. Just a sec. Just see if... Oh, Cherry T is waiting a while for her next bus to get home, but she might grab something to eat at McDonald's. Give me something. I don't need to. Yay, more water slog. Well, it's very pretty. I like that it's using Sonic CD assets. That's actually kind of unusual to see Sonic CD assets in a Mega Drive Sonic ROM hack. I mean, it happens occasionally, but I don't feel like it happens enough, because it seems like they could easily be ported. I want to see more chaotic graphics in Mega Drive ROM hacks as well. Can I reach up there? Nope, not quite. Let's get bubbles again. Hey, shut up. It's lovely chill music and you're butting in with that. Alright, get these. If you just press up really quickly, he just kind of twitches. Because he's looking up animation, there's so many frames, you just go... he's having a bit of a moment. Yeah, I know. He was just having a bit of an anxiety attack. He just needed time. He just needed some time. It's all right. We're with you. We're with you, Mighty. We're with you the whole way. Don't worry about it. You'll be all right. We'll get through this together, Mighty. Oh, it's a Grobo again. Oh boy. Well, I'm out of rings. This double jump seems helpful here. For the most part. Ah, lovely music. Ah. Oh, don't lose those rings. Just save state here. Yeah, why not? That's close. geez, that double G. Oh boy. Try and get some hits in before we. Ah! Well, that's done me in, hasn't it? Even harder version of this already annoying boss. Yeah, let's just save state this. I really don't want to lose all my lives here. Especially if this turns out to be a complete ROM hack. I'm not entirely sure if it is. I think it's a demo. Doing very poorly. Luckily he doesn't seem to be flying off too quickly. Oh god, now I'm drowning as well. Right, there doesn't seem to be any bubbles. Oh, look at that. Oh, it does play out pretty much the same as Sonic 1's then, just slightly harder. Oh, was that Mega Man boss music? Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that would make sense. It sounded very Mega Man, didn't it? Like maybe Mega Man X or something? I wouldn't know. I haven't played many of them. That's a nice background. Ugh. Yeah, this is very pleasant. I assume this is like a... It's still got elements of the last zone, which is interesting. It's kind of like blending into the next area. Great Wall of China. There's a lot of Great Walls of China in the background. Unless it's just wrapping around the trees and coming back over and over and over. Oh boy. Whoa, that's a lot of spikes. More spikes than the Mega Drive can handle. Yeah, this is like a Marble Zone equivalent, I guess. Wow. Some of these levels are really short. No, wait. Oh, Mega Man 3, okay. Cool. Thanks for letting me know, because I never would have guessed that, because, yeah, as I say, I haven't played a lot of Mega Man. I do really like this so far. Like, there's a lot going on. This is definitely a kitchen sink ROM hack. And that they've just, you know, a bit, everything has been changed. It's barely recognisable as Sonic 1 anymore. Barely recognisable anyway. You can sort of tell it's there, but it's so much has been changed that it might as well be its own game. Yeah, so the length of the levels seems a bit all over the place. Some of them are really long, and other ones are like a minute long. Ow. Oh, jeez. Now I think about it, I think this was one of the games that Sega Driven did a video on over the last couple of days. I've been watching all of those, so I'm pretty sure he played this one and mentioned about the levels being quite short. So yeah, I guess this is that one. I've been watching those. I do remember him saying the levels were quite short. Pretty sure it was this one. It must have been this one. Because it had that Tidal Tempest looking level. Oh, they can spin dash into a double jump. That's handy. Nice tile set. Yeah, it's quite. It's neat. It's using a lot of Sonic CD elements, which I'm not complaining about, but done in a way that they look different enough. This will be another boss. Oh, it's the basically the Marble Zone one, but without the bit of lava in the middle. Seems easier, if anything, especially with Mighty's double jump. Hiya, Grobo. Huh. So now I'm starting to wonder if this is like, is this still a demo or is this like a full game? I guess I'll just keep playing until I either game over or Casino Plaza. Ooh, hello. Still got these. Don't know who at Sonic Team thought these were fun. These slow-moving things you have to wait for. But, oh yeah, the fastest hedgehog in the world. Let's make a section in the level where you just wait for squares to move. I've sort of done it up like Casino Night, right down to the two-player mode music. Oh, I guess I was meant to go up there. Yay, these things. Make these exciting. Oops. I would say maybe some of the colours for some of these level layouts are a bit clashy, but a bit garish. But it's not bad by any means. It's done in a way that it doesn't look like it's just been cobbled together, which some of them do, let's be honest. Again, I've got a double jump. Oh, that's the level again. Wow, yeah. Sonic Yoda was right, these levels are very short. They do seem very short, which I guess might be the point. Maybe just wanted to make short... Oh, there's some Chaotix music. His balancing sprite was quite funny. He's got a backwards one as well. No, he hasn't. Oh, Hey, Chaotix music in a game that's better than Chaotix. Oh, these make this Sonic CD noise, because of course they do. It's like barely anything has been left, has it? Almost everything has been changed in some ways. It's like, I'll change the colour of this Bannock, make this shield look different. I think the crab meats might be one of the only things that still looks exactly the same. And that's that. God, I almost sounded like Charlie Says then. Yeah, I definitely appreciate the Chaotix music. Probably it's up there as one of my favourite Sonic soundtracks, I think. Just a shame it's attached to such a rushed and just kind of boring game. I feel like if there's any game I would love to see, Christian Whitehead's team rebuild, put in the retro engine and basically remake it, it would probably be Chaotix. Because I bet you could make that game good. It would take some work. You'd have to redo the level designs a bit, add more stuff. make the physics of the rubber band stuff a bit more tolerable. But yeah, it could probably be done, right? Probably. It's just whether it's actually worth it, you know. Whether Sega would actually find that financially worth it. Like, I don't think they've acknowledged the existence of that game for a very long time. The characters, sure, but not the game itself. It's aesthetically gorgeous, but it's just a bit boring because they clearly rushed it for this console that lasted all of 5 minutes. Literally 5. It was on the market for about 6 months. I always like that noise in the Sonic CD. Dong! Go down here. I have to wait for this? Yeah, I do. Don't cry, Mighty. He's worried he's gonna get crushed there. Just cope, Mighty, cope. I'm gonna assume it. Wow, this background is giving me a bit of a. I think we need a bit of an epilepsy warning on that background. It's probably a bit late now, but I've only just noticed it really. This boss is a bit of a joke with Mighty, let's be honest. Yeah. Mighty kind of made that boss a complete walkover. Wow, this seems quite lengthy. If this is a demo, it's quite a lengthy one. Green Island Zone. Ooh, okay. This is the second time we've heard this song tonight. We're in Recolor Hill Zone now. Guess we're going this way. Very dark. Even like most of the sound effects are just like, oh, let's just change these because we can. Why not? Ugh. I was gonna say, didn't we already do a Green Hill Zone replacement? Now we've got another one. Do you feel like a lot of these levels, some of these levels are definitely over before they feel like they've barely started? You can pretty much run through them in less than a minute if you're playing it well, which I'm not. They do just kind of peter off after a while. It's just like, ah, whatever. Just here's a straight line with some bandits scattered about, and then that's the end of the level. Good life. Every time, trust you'll see it's hard to live that life. Well, I guess that's that. And it's over. That was the quickest one yet. I feel like these levels are almost getting easier. Like that water level, that first water level took ages. And then everything else has just been like a bit of a breeze. You know, not every Sonic game has to be like hard or anything. I like just chilling with Sonic games, so I'm cool with a Sonic game that's just chill. Totally cool with this. It's a very solid ROM hack, I'll say that. Like, I almost feel like these original Sonic games, I can practically play them on autopilot. I don't really have to think too much about them. I think that's why I like that there's so many Sonic ROM hacks, because it just gives me more ways to play a game that I can just chill back and sit back and chill to, like this. It's such muscle memory. When it's not something like that Hellfire Saga or anything like that, where it's just like really intensely hard. The double jump is completely breaking these bosses. Might as well just keep playing this one. Might as well just keep going. I'm not getting bored of it. Mystic Pyramid Zone. Okay. Ooh, that's a look. Oh, that looks really cool. I wonder if that's from another game. Kind of looks like it could be, doesn't it? Oh, is it from... Is that background from Atomic Runner? Kind of looks like something from Atomic Runner. I only know that because I played it a little while ago. I could be wrong. Oh, another water level, really? We're doing this again, are we? Oh boy. Another water level. This is a very cool theme for a level though. I'm just not sure why this game has 2 green hills and 2 labyrinth zones. I'm not sure what that's all about. But this game's already had its fair share of labyrinths. The music is a bit intense. It's suitably intense, I guess. It's very creepy. Definitely picked the right character. Oh god, that was a bottomless pit. Well, luckily I had a checkpoint pretty much right there. I'm going to save state this time. Oh jeez. Fall in the pit! These spike balls are very close together. There we go. Ah. Oh, the water's dropping, that's nice. Oh, and it's going back up again. Don't lose that. Bugger. Anything over it? Any secrets I should know about? Oh, it's another one of those. I presume that's like a collectible in this case, because nothing seems to happen when I get them. I'm pretty certain that background is from Atomic Runner, but I could be wrong. Oh, this sounds like something from Lemons or something. Well, mechanics from CD as well. Oh, what? How am I supposed to get past that without getting hit? Alright. Don't like anything about this layout. How am I supposed to get past that without rings? Like that. Like that. Time for a bubble. I like platform. There we go, let's get on the tiny platform. Ah! I had no idea that was there. Or that. Bit of a dick move there. Oh, the stereo separation on this one is pretty bonkers. So it keeps going left and right. I don't know if these are original compositions. I definitely don't recognise this song. It's very funky, whatever it is. Wah! Lots of very dirty traps here that are very hard to catch until they happen. Just expecting another trap. Why are these water levels like 10 times longer than everything else? Or like at least 3 times longer. It's very up your bum, this music. But I am not complaining. Oh, finally got through that level. That was a bit of a slog, that one. Lots of nasty traps that you couldn't see until they hit you. Unless you're being very careful. Right, Act 3. Ooh, it's getting even moodier. I'm liking the moody music in this zone. Aesthetically, this might be my favourite zone, just because the music's been so moody and the colour scheme's been quite nice. Oh, there's a hidden life there. That brain. Oh, hello. They're giving me loads of goodies. I think the game's about to get hard. Shield. Oh, there goes my rings. Very tight spaces you have to get through in this. Past those arrows and flames and stuff. Hi, little walrus. Why does this sound like music that would be in a core design game? Like Wiz and Liz or something like Flink or something. Oh, that wasn't core design, but... Oh, hey there JD Pie! Welcome to the stream. How's it going? JD Pie, previously known as... Yorin something. The name change was for good reason, I think, because Probably because of me. Probably because I can't pronounce your name. I couldn't pronounce your previous username for Toffee. Like, I struggle every single time. I know it's like Ewan? Something like that. But either way, it's Jodie Pie now. So that's... Ow. Oh, there goes my rings. Playing some Sonic ROM hacks. I'm currently Mighty the Armadillo in an underwater Egyptian tomb place. It's very creepy. You and everyone else. Yeah. Alright. So it wasn't just me then. I had a feeling it must have been more than just me that was struggling with that, because I was really struggling with it every time. Many years ago, I used to, well, not even that many years ago, maybe a couple years ago. We're doing this again? Why has this got two almost identical zones in it, with almost identical bosses? This version, if anything, this version seems easier so far. I actually defeated him for a start. Why was that easier than the first one? In the second zone, that was a bit weird. See, another Monster Munch. Oh, this is from Prototype Sonic 3, isn't it? It's music. Just ended up playing an entire ROM hack here. To be fair, I wasn't sure if this was going to be a full game or just a demo. Seems like it's a full game because I've been playing it for ages now. I've gotten this far, I might as well beat it, I guess. I reckon if this music was... Oh god. Didn't realise that was there. I bet if this music was in the final version of Sonic 3, I think people would have fond memories of it, I guess. But instead we got... Which, again, isn't a bad song, but... Oh god. Just trying to mess this up again. Scary. There we go. Oh, that wasn't tedious in the slightest. Oops. Even the caterpillars look different. They kind of look like the Babanic from Mystic Cave Zone. Back to the mostly breezy levels. Everything but the underwater levels has been a bit of a breeze. Neo Factory Zone 2. I like that every act has completely different music. Is this background from kind of looks like it's from Crackers, like Sonic Crackers. I could be wrong, but it kind of reminds me of that. It could even just straight up be from Chaotix. Chaotix! That's it. Oopsie. And that's that one. Whee! Hello. What are you doing here? Ah, my ring bonus! They took my ring. They stole my ring bonus away. Almost home. I would have watched, but bus Wi-Fi really hates Twitch. That's all right. No worries. I'll see you soon. I've been playing a pretty solid ROM hack for quite a while now. It's just like, I don't know how to describe this one. It's as I was calling it earlier, kitchen sink ROM hack, where almost everything has been changed in some fashion. It has additional characters. And it's just like a hodgepodge of stuff that may or may not have been by other people. I could not see those spikes for the life of me. They were really tiny. Or like really hard to see on this background, which is a bit garish right now. Buses have Wi-Fi? Some do. A couple up here do. Some of the Nottingham ones do. It's kind of limited though. You can use it, but it's not like... Are we seriously doing this boss again? I don't know why this game keeps repeating bosses and like some tropes. This is clearly... At first I thought it was a scrap brain reskin, but it's actually more of a Springyard again. Springyard the second. Piggies! Blimey, how many zones has this game got? We've had 2 Springyard types. Oh, hello. It's that song, it's that one song. I guess this is another Marble Zone, or a Marble Zone. It kind of looks like a reskin of Marble Zone, doesn't it? Oh god. Yeah, we already did a Marble Zone earlier. Why has this game got 2 of everything? I guess that's what they're going for, 2 of everything. Why not? Give you double the game for your money, for your zero pounds that this cost. Ah! I didn't want to do that. Oh, this remix is very noisy. Let's not do this again. Noisy in a Sonic game. I mean, some Sonic games have chill music. Some Sonic songs are chill, they're not all up your bum. Not as up your bum as this remix, anyway. Whoa! That's even louder, somehow. Oh my god, that is blowing my eardrums out. Hopefully that didn't blow your eardrums out like it has me. Oh my god, this song is so loud! It's draining out the sound effects. Oh jeez. We just barely hear it. Oh, I guess that was a Robotnik box. That's nice. Just underneath, you can hear him very quietly jumping. Underneath. It's so loud. I'm waiting for zoning this to use Sonic Eraser music. That's what I want to see. I want someone to ROM hack Sonic Eraser into a better game. Like polish it up a bit so that... Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god! I've got a save state after that. That was lots of jam on toast, and that level's done. Yeah, I have my volume down to 50%. Hopefully the next level won't be quite so loud. Oh, thank God for that. This is a long Sonic ROM hack, man. This is already, I think, longer than Sonic 1 is. Because it basically has 2 of every zone trope. Oh, yeah, zone type. If you're wondering why the game's like pulls in occasionally, that's actually a save state. I found out that you can quick save state on this thing. Oh, hello. I wonder how you would get up there as anyone but Mighty, because Mighty's got that little double jump. Oh boy. I do feel like the level layouts are getting a little bit samey. Like it feels like they're doing the same. It keeps playing the same tricks over and over. It is starting to feel a little bit samey in spots. Some of these zones are very alike. Yeah, very boxy design in this Marble Zone, even more so than the actual Marble Zone. It feels like it has less gimmicks than even Sonic 1. It feels like it's just like almost going through the motions a little bit at this point. It's almost run out of ideas, which is a shame because I still think this is a pretty solid ROM hack. It's just feeling a little bit samey now. Like it's been doing the same thing for a while now. It's not really throwing anything new at me at this point. Some of these backgrounds are a bit hard, like this background and foreground are a little bit hard to tell apart. Colours are a bit too similar, I guess. Maybe there's not quite enough parallax going on or something. As you can tell, I've been pretty much just blasting through this, barely any... Well, the occasional death, but not many. Alright, we've got to the boss now. Oh, is it from Sword of a Familian? Ah, okay, that makes sense. So we're doing this boss again, because... Of course we are. Not only is it repeating zone types, it keeps repeating bosses as well. This doesn't seem any different to the last time I fought it. It's exactly the same. Blimey, am I getting close to the end? I feel like I should just keep going and just see where the end of this is, because this is long. This is a really lengthy one. There's a lot of Sonic the Hedgehog here. Or in this case, Mighty the Armadillo, but yeah. Chemical Base Zone. Oh, right, okay. Oh, we finally get a Scrap Brain Zone level. Hopefully that's a sign we're near the end. Hey, Sonic 3D music. Oh, the bombs are like the starfish from the second game, Astrons? I feel like so much of this ROM hacker has been trying to point out, that music's from such and such, hey, that sound effect is from such and such, that Bannock is from such and such. Oh dear. Yawning now. Again with the Sonic 1 gimmicks that are basically wait around a bit. Stop in your tracks and slow down. So far, this feels pretty similar to the actual Scrap Brain Zone. Doesn't seem all that different. In fact, this layout feels very much the same, but much shorter. Yeah, this has just been a game of what is this song from? For example, what is this? Ooh, yeah, sorry if I'm yawning. I am, because I literally just did it. I don't know why, but this layout feels very similar to the actual Scrap Brain. I don't think much has been changed here, so we might be getting close to the end now. Because the layouts feel a bit less like they're custom made now. I mean, there's some different elements, like these spike balls weren't here originally. It sounds like it's from a shmup. Oh dear. I don't trust getting through that. I did it. I did it! As a certain plunger would say. I'll just damage boost my way through this, I guess. Just trying to get to the end of it now. Bullhog, but he's purple now. Yeah, this layout feels very much like it's pretty close to the original Scrap Brain with some tweaks. Like these spike balls everywhere, these weren't there originally. Ooh. Blimey, I've been playing this one for ages now. I wasn't planning on this stream being as long as the last one, but at this rate it probably will be. Let's take Robo again. Oh, I presume this is going to be... yeah... I'm doing this again for like the 7th time. I'm not even sure how you would get through some of these areas without Mighty, to be honest. Maybe they're custom made for Mighty? Maybe the level layouts are slightly different depending on who you play as. I doubt it, but that would be neat if that was the case. Bubble. There are way too many water levels in this game, I'm going to say that right now. If you thought Labyrinth Zone in the original was a pain in the ass, imagine having to do twice as many. Very Mega Man music. Yeah, this does sound very Mega Man, doesn't it? Come on. Come on. Yeah, it does sound like Mega Man music. I couldn't tell you which one, but... I don't know why the top end of my score is pink. Like 25 in pink. Come on. Even this countdown music for the water's got a bit of an extra flourish to it. Oh, I'm going to spend half of this game underwater again. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm making Mighty twitch. On Twitch. It's like, you didn't expect my brother! You anticipated me, but you did not anticipate my twin brother! Get out of the water now, please. bored now. Bored of water now. Oh boy. Oh, we're out of the water at last. Oops. I'm going to be going that way or this way? I'm going to say this way. Ow. Ow. Ah, my rings. I'm gonna die. Yep. And I've got lives. Wait. Was there no checkpoints? Oh, you're joking. I don't think there was any checkpoints in that whole level. Has there been checkpoints at any point in this? I can't say I've noticed up until now. Ugh, I could do this all again. Why? So much underwater. Whoever made this ROM hack really likes underwater levels. I was like, oh, I'll put 7 in. I'll put 7 of them instead of 4. Whoa, whoa, whoa! See how glitchy things what just then. Oh, there's a Robotnik anyway. It's all this waiting around for bubbles that makes this take so long. I'm just gonna risk it and go further. Might have to save state at some point because yeah, there's no checkpoints. Do it now. So I don't have to do the whole level again. I ain't doing that again. Oh, it happened again with the brother who was behind that pillar. Whoa, slow down. Oh, oops. Whoops. Whoops. Oh, hello. I didn't know you were there.
I'm back home from work.
You're back from work. Hello. How's it been? Pretty chill, not too bad. Oh, good. I should not have spin dashed when I spin dashed. Oh man, this one's long. This is like a whole game, but it's like twice as long as the actual Sonic 1. It's a long game. I wasn't intending to play the whole thing, but I've been playing it for so long now, I may as well just finish it.
Yes, I think it depends on the bus service we use in Nottingham, but
yeah.
I think it's mainly the Trent Barton ones that do, but they don't always work too well.
Nah.
And you only get about 100 megabytes per like bus, I think.
A trip, yeah. Makes sense. Otherwise, they would run out of Wi-Fi probably if you could just use as much as you want.
Oh yeah, certainly with Twitch.
Yeah. Ooh, excuse me. Hiccups.
So I'm hiccuping on.
Welcome home.
Thank you.
I was just reading the chat. But also welcome home from me too. I'm gonna save here because this is where I died last time. Whoever made this ROM hack really likes water levels with lots of traps. Hey, we're finally at the end. It's got Sonic. It's got the Big Arms song. That's the robot. Oh, okay, so mostly the same.
We live in Nottinghamshire. So, and one of is like.
I'm sure they know that. I'm pretty sure everyone in the chat knows that, but yeah.
Just in case anyone new was following, but yeah.
Yeah. We're in the knots. From the knots, but.
No, well.
We've been here just over 3 years now, haven't we?
Yeah. But yeah, there's at least 2 different like bus services in that covers the entirety of Rotterdam, and then Drake Barton covers like some of Derbyshire as well.
Yeah.
Hence the name Trent.
How many times have I done this boss today?
Yeah, I just had to
Guys.
I had to come from like somewhere in Derbyshire today.
Yeah. I hate when you can't get one. Little dance,
Oh
mate.
yeah.
Little dance, one. Look at that.
It's like what those women in the pub down the road what they're doing earlier.
But way, I'm drunk.
Yeah, just like dancing to some like music video that was playing on the TV. Oh!
Oh! Bugger it.
Oh, so are you Owen? Are you
Yeah.
Ewan? Owen?
Yeah.
Right. Oh, so what you changed to
JDFI, yeah.
JP? Okay, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah, so people would actually pronounce the username.
Oh, that was close.
I think I should save this time. Yeah. I just found out today that I've actually got a quick save and quick load buttons on this as well. On the Overdrive.
Oh, yeah.
So I can just instantly load, which is really nice. I don't have to keep going into the menu all the time. Yeah, decided to change my name so people can pronounce it.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was like Owen or Ewan or...
I think it was you.
Or you could pronounce how Harry Hill pronounced it. Owen Quig. Oh god, Yogan Quig.
Yogan Quig.
Oh, he was like some kid that was from
Oh,
Eowyn.
Eowyn.
Oh,
Eowyn.
yeah,
Eowyn.
uh,
It's not. It's not at all what
I
that's
think
about.
Owen Quig was like some kid that was on X Factor or Britain's Got Talent or something. But
Yeah.
Harry Hill kept like making jokes like because of the way it's spelled, it's like the Irish spelling.
Yeah.
It's like Yogan Quig.
So the boss just end now.
Both Scottish and Irish Gaelic are quite beasts, right? Like when it comes to like pronouncing like names and stuff.
Yeah. Almighty.
Like you get some people that call like Ellie, but when you see like the Gaelic spelling for it, it's like Ellie.
This boss is so tedious.
Oh.
This final boss was never not
Oh, I
tedious.
see. I'll tell you what. I only really watched like a bit of the first Lord of the Rings Peter Jackson film.
I only watched the third one in the cinema because someone took me to it and I didn't really know what was going on and I was kind of bored, if I'm honest. Because like the third film, like 3/3 of it were the ending. Like the first 20 minutes was the climax and then the rest of it was just wrapping up. Or at least it felt like it. I haven't seen it since it came out, so I can't really comment. Boss end now. Yeah. It's finally over.
I mean, I've seen like almost all of the Harry Potter movies in full.
Yeah.
The only one I haven't seen is Deathly Hallows. And I haven't seen either part of that one.
I was gonna say, wasn't that the one that had like multiple? Ugh.
Yeah,
That was a long ROM hack.
Yeah,
Sonic the Hedgehog. It's totally
that last Harry Potter had quite a lot of like character kill-offs.
Yeah, it's got that weird smiley.
Oh, awesome!
Is that what it was? Awesome. Something like that.
It was
What's
cool.
that? Seems like different credits music. GG, too easy. Yeah, that wasn't hard by any means. In fact, a lot of the levels were actually quite easy. I like that background.
Is that meant to be the wall of China?
Look like it. Yeah, this is a pretty solid ROM hack. You can play as all different characters, all the levels are different. The only thing that was a bit annoying is it had like 2 versions of the same zone. So there was 2 Green Hills, there was 2 Labyrinth Zones, there was 2 Spring Yards, just with different coats of paint. So it ended up being twice as longer than it needed to be. But I didn't hate it. It was enjoyable. These demos, as usual, are completely broken. I think this is the only thing that ROM hacking has not managed to master yet. It's been able to record new demonstrations.
Oh,
So
yeah.
these are always broken in ROM hacks. If the level design's different, then Sonic will just do stuff like this. Any sprites? Oh, Knuckles sprite. That's a Knuckles sprite, I didn't see that.
Is this just Mighty, or could you?
Oh no, you could be Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, or Mighty in this, I think. Ah, it's okay. This is the memory of my father. Yeah, I like how the Mighty sprite is clearly the Mania one as well,
Oh,
like
yeah.
back-ported, which I think was in another ROM hack, but yeah. Oh, I didn't get all the emeralds, because I don't think there was really much of any chance to get them. How come there was only 4 in his hands? Alright, well we beat that one.
Sega!
Sega! Alright. Okay. I think we've played a majority of these now. You know what I fancy doing? I fancy going back to Snolf. I think that's how I want to end this. I want to beat Snolf.
Oh, here comes the blooming horny squirrel noises.
Fail, do it again. I'm going to play some more Snolf.
No, that sound effect from Tycho really does sound like a horny squirrel. Right, when they make that noise
Snolf.
continually.
When I saw the name Snolf, I thought it was like Snarf from Thundercats.
Oh god.
Right.
Oh, Renovation.
Yeah, I'd say this is where I was at yesterday.
Oh.
Well, the music's not playing, but it should come back. It should come back in a minute. Yeah, there we go. I'll save there. There we go. Yeah, I have yet to be able to do like one shot in this level without dying.
Oh dear.
This level is Hilltop Zone was probably the worst. No, Mystic Cave was alright actually. Mystic Cave almost felt like it was made for this mechanic.
Ah!
This level looks like it's gonna be impossible. Go on, go on, go on. Yeah, stay there.
Ooh,
I do. Oh, don't fall in the...
Oh.
This level's gonna be a nightmare. This is gonna be the rest of the stream, guys, just so you know. So basically, we haven't seen this before. This is Sonic Golf. I can't control Sonic, I can only shoot him in directions. For some reason, he's standing occasionally. Oh my god. How? How is this? I'm not even convinced this is doable. Well, might have to do different kinds of shots at some point. Like higher. How do you get through this level at all? Down there you go. Yeah, Up here. I'm trying to get him to land on that platform where the rings are. Then I can maybe shoot him away from that situation. Well, I mean, that kind of works. Grab that ring. Okay. He's gonna die. That. How? Yeah, I really wish you could move the camera. Like you could press a button and move around. I feel like that would really help, but that's obviously a lot more. That's probably quite complicated. Well. Oh no, I'm gonna have to save state, scum my way through this. I've had this hilltop. Hilltop was absurd. He's bouncing. I don't know why he's just standing, but okay. Yeah, I thought I'd try something on Monster Munch. I hadn't realised how long it's been since I've actually had them. Sort of control him a little bit as he's sliding around.
That's actually not too terrible this way, right?
Why do you normally not like them? These ones are quite nice.
Normally, I'm not a big fan of like Pick and Onion flavour.
Oh, right.
I guess it's like...
Oh, well. That's good.
I do prefer the beef flavoured ones though.
Yeah. He died because he was in a standing animation for no reason. Oh boy. I'd like to just get through just one level tonight at this point. That might have to be the aim now, because this is... Over here. Oh, you went backwards.
Oh yeah, I got
hole in one. Yep, hole in one.
I got something in McDonald's in the end.
Oh, what did you get?
Fries and they actually had the like frozen lemonade for once.
Oh really?
It's like that was like in Central Nottingham. That was one of the things that kept like coming.
This is impossible.
Yeah, they kept like not having the lemonade for some reason.
They kept running out of the lemonade, is what you mean?
Or just not having it at all. Or...
Maybe they were having stock issues or something. Wouldn't surprise me. Oh, for Christ's sake! I can't even get past the start of the level. To go up here, stay up here, instead of going down there. Oh no. Mystic Cave almost felt like it was made for this game mechanic. This doesn't. This is a complete opposite. Oh. Yep, okay. Yep, sure. Oh no!
Oh!
No! This is impossible! I'm gonna have to change my tactic a bit. Change my approach. Yep. Yeah, that totally made a difference. Why he keeps going into like non-curled animations for no reason. Oh boy.
I do hope one day they'll make a sugar-free version of that frozen lemonade.
It might be.
It's like, yeah, it is nice as it is, but it's just, I like so much sugar, it has to have like the sugar tax on it.
Yeah. Up there. That's it. Stay up there. Stay...
Oh!
No!
Ow!
Come on. That's it. Get away. Get away.
Oh, no.
I'm just trying to give it a land on that platform up there, and then I'll save state and see what I can do from there. So, if we get to stop about here. Nope. Just imagine it smashing in the face. Can you roll, please? There he goes again. This is like the whole bottom of this level is just on the bottom of this pit, so technically. So I'll be here a while. Right. That's it, right. Okay. Save there. Got to think of. Just try and fly over the level. Oh, I'm back here again. Oh, I got that. That's something. I'll have to time this to get on that, put that on that somehow. Oh, look at that!
Oh, wow.
That's a safe state. Whoops.
Oh.
That's a load state. I do. Hopefully. Please, please, please don't drown. God damn it!
Oh, no.
Oh, this is torture. Alright, well, I'm here. Oh, I don't think this is going to make any difference. No matter what I do here. Probably going to have the exact... Oh, okay, that's not too bad. I might be able to do something with this. You just stop here. Whoops, I loaded.
Oh!
I pressed the wrong command. Come on. I'll take it. I'll take it. What a little difference that made. Out at the top there. Oh boy. This level is a bit an absolute nightmare to get through. Oh. I'll take it. I'll take it. I don't even care what the score is, I just want to beat it. Okay, alright. I'm fine with this. Oh. Fans in the way. Oh, there we go. Ugh. Very good changing on my computer. Threw me off for a second there. Ah! Get off! Fly! That'll do. Go on. Hit that checkpoint. Actually, checkpoints don't matter because I'm safety. Oh god. No! No! Where are you going now? Please do not go in a pit. You son of a... Oh no, I just saved. Oh, I got that checkpoint, didn't I? I saved by accident, but it doesn't matter. Stay there. How am I gonna do this? I don't know. my save, so.
Oh! Oh!
This is special. This is a special kind of hell. Just jump over the whole lot. Nailed it. Nailed it.
Nailed it!
Yeah, there we go. Nailed it. Nailed it. This is totally not going to lead to him just falling into a pit. No, not a chance. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't want to see what happens if I just go down this way without... Probably exactly what just happens. Oh, I can sort of manipulate it. Kind of. Wait, it's still what? It's like I can manipulate it sometimes. Oh, he just sort of went off on his own then. I didn't get much closer than that. If I go down here, I'm pretty much just guaranteed to fall in the pit. Yep. What do they... I don't understand what they want me to do here. It's almost like these levels weren't made for this. Oh, God damn it. There he goes again. Don't in the pit. I'll save state if I get anywhere near. Is it counting the shots each time? Oh God, it is. So even when you die, it's still counting the shots, I think. Mind you, I'm only doing one shot and dying anyway, so... Oh wait, no. I don't think this is really going to make any difference. I'm still going to fall to the doom here. What am I supposed to do? Everywhere I go, it sends me back there. Take me down there again, isn't it? It'd be alright if I had control there and I could just do a quick shot as he's falling.
Now that's what I call Kaizo.
Yeah, I mean I was playing the Kaizo style one of these earlier, but... No, that was just a spectacular death.
We should probably get rid of this.
Yeah.
It's that leftover bit of that funny bit of film.
Yeah, I know. I don't really understand how any of these shots are actually helping.
Oh no!
I don't even know where I'm supposed to go because every route I take leads me back there. He just drops back there no matter what I do. Not that way. Yep. This is some way I can manipulate it. There. Ah.
Oh.
It let me shoot right at the bottom, which is, you know, not terribly useful. If there was a way I could get him to stop at the tip of that, then I could shoot over the gap. Like if there's a way for me to stop him here, just stop. He's not gonna though, is he? He's not gonna let me. Oh, wait, it has. Sweet, okay. Stop.
Right, okay.
No. Oh, God. I feel like I was almost onto something there though. Just going this way doesn't really... Oh, I could try and stop there.
Oh, okay. Oh.
I mean, I got that out. Here we go again. It is actually counting the shots every time I die as well, so now I'm up to 67 shots. Yeah, I ain't getting par on this. And I could, like, load my save. No.
No, you saved.
Oh, never mind. No, it doesn't matter. Whatever. I just want to get through the level. I'm not that bothered about the score. I just want to survive it. I'm trying to stop in here. I just want to stop. That's it. You stopped? Why can't I? No.
Oh, there's a fan there.
Oh, that's not helping.
That's going to wake you over.
I don't understand how you're supposed to even progress. Like, even if I get over that, what's after that? I can't even remember. Well, yeah. Anyway, I want to get up there at some point if I can. No. I sort of slowed him. I sort of slowed him down there. I think there is a way to sort of slow him down on that ledge. I think there is actually a way. I'm trying to get him up there even. Oh, there we go, there we go. Not that invincibility is going to do anything for me, but...
Oh.
Like here, he just went straight down this time. Oh my god, the shots are going to go into the hundreds at this rate. I have no idea how you're supposed to prevent any of this.
And you can't
control it
while you're
sliding, no. No, only when he's stationary. If I try to go over this way, it doesn't make a difference, because no matter what you do, you always end up back here. It just lobs you in the same corner every time. Oh, I just want to beat this one level now. I'll be happy with one level. I don't even know what to do. Like, I'm completely stumped. What? Alright, no. Stop there, stop there! It's just not... Oh, I should have seen the one I was playing earlier. That was a feed tuber in Sonic 1. It just reacts to what you're doing. Oh, okay. Well, that happens. Oh, you son of a... Stop here, stop here, stop here!
son of a female dog.
Yeah.
That's what you were meant to say, yes.
Yep.
Son of a female dog.
So there's that one that you can't get past because there's a fan. So you might as well just walk down to the next one. This one, if I could just slow down there and stop there, then I could get over the thing to it. But I don't even know what's there. That's the worst part, is I don't even know what's there. Oh, that one just respawns, sure. that made? Please stop. I'm sorry, you guys. I didn't expect this to be this hard. I didn't think it was taking me a million attempts to navigate this level. Stupid fan. Why does that have to be there? Died to the same trap about 4,000 times. It is actually counting every shot as well, which it hasn't actually been that many. What? What did he... What? What? He died to nothing! He died to nothing! No! No! I'm sorry, but he died to literally nothing. Oh, can you only do a max of 99 shots? Is that what you're saying? What? Oh, I saw what it was. It was a bullet.
Oh!
I've managed to stop one here. I am going to save that. Right. 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 We're here. It was him! It was him. He shot me from a distance.
Oh, this absolute piece of work.
Jokester. I almost thought there was going to be like a 99 limit on the shots, and I would have been like, nope, this is impossible. Oh god, stop getting hit. Stay there. Oh my god. I'm getting stuck on the thing. Yeah, I don't think 111 shots counts as yeah, I'm going to save here because I'm not going to be able to recreate that again. I think getting hit by that shot is actually what did it. Yeah, over here. It's just getting on this thing now. How? Can I cut it maybe? No, it just keeps clipping on the... out. Right. Please stop bouncing off that wall. I'm sorry guys, this is horrible. Like the worst level of anything ever.
Oh, and we haven't even done Metropolis Zone yet.
Yeah, I'm not even sure what that's gonna be. How did I get up here before? Now I just keep bouncing off the wall.
Or Wing Fortress.
I don't even know how that's gonna work.
The bottom just hit them.
Oh no! Oh, that looked like progress for like a split second. Way out there. Looks like I could land here and stop. I'm gonna count that as a save. And get on that lift. Now what? So I have to try and get on that again. And I can barely see what I'm doing. Not just having to get the shot just right, but you also got to time it. Oh boy. Oh my god. Ow. No, fan. I liked you. I'm not your fan. putt onto it. How was that a putt? Far too strong for a putt. What if I just shoot my way up this way? Probably nothing. No. If I just land on here, does that even lead to anything? Donk. Something tells me that this is not the way. Oh my god, this is the worst. Oh, land on that. Oh, you son of a... I'll get on the fan. That's fine. I can live with this. But time it and get the shot perfect. It's too much, man. I don't want to try over here again. Well, I'm not really sure what that's going to accomplish. I think this game expects you to remember what the entire layout of this game is. Because without a camera, it's impossible. Oh my god, come on. How am I going to get on that? Land on it! Land on it! No. You just can't. It just can't. Holding 106. More like. I literally don't know what to do here. Just land on the bloody platform thing. Right into that. God, even just navigating the basics of this is just... Why can't I land on that? You just can't. You can't land on that. Jesus Christ. Land on it! Or just land in between it and become a hedgehog sandwich. That works too. Oh god. I literally don't know how I'm going to land on this without completely overshooting it or dying. No, that's so close! Why was that so close and yet still not good? Oh my god, stop overshooting it! This is the worst thing ever designed. Oh god, why does he always land in front of it but not on it? Just go in onto the thing. Why is it always too far or not far enough? Never, ever what you want. Oh. Get on the... Get on the bloody thing. Oh, hello. I don't know if I should save this. No, I shouldn't. I was thinking about it. All stuck. I mean, it could have been. I was kind of hoping I'd be able to shoot it from there, but it just bounced immediately. I literally don't know how I'm going to get this on there. It's always too little or too much. You can never just get it right. You can never get it pixel perfect. What? Come on. There we go, there we go, there we go. Save. Alright, well I'm on there now. But now I've got to somehow land on these other ones. Is that what it wants from me now? Oh, that's ridiculous. You can't make me do both. Oh, well, I'm on that one now. I've got no rings, but I'll take it. Could it? Oh, that'll do. Where's this gonna lead to, though? You've got to be kidding me! They just sent me back to where I was. Where do I go? Literally everywhere I go just sends me back into the freaking pits. That's just going to send me into the pit that I was already near when I save stated earlier. What the hell? No, this is impossible. I don't think I'm ever going to get through this. This is absolutely ridiculous. No matter what I do, I just end up. No! I actually made progress! Oh, that was progress! I somehow magically made progress, but it wasn't enough. Well, because I had no rings, I just died to that friggin' Bamic, even though I was bloody curled up. Good job. Good job! I'm not even doing this on 2 acts. If I tried to do this on 2 acts, I'll literally be playing this all day, night, week, and month. Good. I'm glad you got caught on that. I'm glad. How did I get him over? That's it, that's it. Oh, oh, oh. I'll take it, I'll take it, I'll take it. That'll do, that'll do. I'll take it. Now let's just see what's ahead. If anything. Please tell me that the level is... the end of the level is ahead. Oh no, what am I supposed to do here? I've got to somehow get on that. Yes! We did it! We did it! We got into the weird blue things. Oh, imagine having to do Act 2. Stop that. I'm not doing Act 2. No! I'm so glad I'm out of that other area though. My god. Doing that seemed to work last time. Yeah, there we go, there we go. Right, we're making some progress at last. We will beat this level yet. I'm so glad I don't have to do the bosses or Act 2s. I'm so glad that's an option. Go on. There we go. Oh, we're near the end. I can feel it. I think. Oh, now I've got to land on there. How am I going to land on that? Last time was a miracle. It's going to be worse getting a snow feather. Oh, there we go, there we go. Oh, we're doing this again. Ah, you almost went in it. Oh, come on, just get in the thing. Stop losing rings. What? Oh, it respawned. It just respawned like a little knob. Like a little knob. I'm so angry. It respawned like a little knob. Yeah, that's what I said. That's totally what I said. Just get on the thing before it respawns. Can't even see him. Look, a checkpoint! Oh my god, this level would normally take like a few minutes to run through. What I want to do, right? Sod you! All I want to do is get in the balloon thing. I'm just gonna go up here instead. Oh! Wait, what is that TV box? Did you see that? It had something in it. Oh, this just took. Ah, that just took me to where I already was. I want to know what that telly was. Let's just go tell me back where I was. Alright, hold on. Yeah, what is that? Is it just a life? Just keep going in this and it just keeps sending me back. This is the most horrible anything ever. Jump over that. That's it, that's it. Just needed to putt and then putt again in midair. Please tell me I'm near the end of the level. Please, oh please, oh what? That didn't just take me back, did it? Did that just take me back? I think that just took me back. Where I just bloody was. Go on. Right. So right, try not to end up in the barrels that you've already been in. Yeah, don't overshoot here. Yeah, don't shoot into them ones over there. Oh my god. Wait, isn't this where I was before? I'm gonna save here. Yes, because I have to land on this fecker. Oh. Got somehow. Hey, there we go, there we go, there we go. I'll do. Just land on it. Come on. Yeah! Yeah! 155 shots! Par for act, 75. Terrible, just terrible.
Oh, did you,
I finally beat Oil Ocean. Oh, that was torture. That was the worst level yet. We know what's next. If I even want to. Yeah.
Yes.
This has less bottomless pits, I think. Oil Ocean is literally a massive bottomless pit with some platforms. This might be more doable.
Oh, then we haven't done. Oh, I'm curious about how Sky Chase is going to be.
I suspect that's probably not even here. Yeah. Right, I'm not sure if I'm going to play more of this tonight. I think I might move on. I got through one level. Maybe I'll save Metropolis for another time. Because already it's already I'm having issues. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Gonna save there. There we go, we're saved. Well, at least I feel like I've accomplished something tonight. I'd have been so annoyed with that. That was infuriating. That was the worst level yet. There was far too much fiddly stuff there that I just couldn't. Right. While I'm trying to beat things that I couldn't beat yesterday. Right there. Change my mind, I'm going to put this on as a relaxation after that. I'm just going to make Tails explode. So this one was there last year, and I did play this last year. A 2020 Vision. This might even be the same, unless it's been updated, I don't know, but... random all, I guess? Well, you'll see what this is. Ow. Well, my rings didn't go anywhere, that's weird. Where is Tails? Oh, there he is. There he is. Alright. Get away from Tails. Get away from Tails. Get away from Tails. Oh, I think he already died. Okay. So basically, Tails appears occasionally, and as soon as he gets near you, he blows up. We'll see. Yep. Well, that's this ROM hack. That's what it is. Tails explodes. You can basically outrun him and it's fine. There's nothing you can do. If he can't catch up with me, then he can't explode. So I'm doing him a favour. Ah! Oh, that's weird. Go through that loop. Here he is. Alright, get away, get away, get away, get away, get away, get away, get away. Oh, he's gone. Right. So yeah, this was basically just a case of trying to get away from Tails. I mean, there is another ROM hack where you play this, and as soon as he despawns, you skip to the next level. So you're just basically trying to make Tails despawn. Yeah, when he like despawns and goes... I wonder if the fact that your rings don't show up is a sprite limitation because of the exploding stuff. Oh, off he goes. Yeah, so this is pretty much the same as it was last year. I think maybe the explosions are random this time because it had an option. Otherwise, I'm just playing Sonic 2 right now. Yeah, look, Sonic 2 the way it was meant to be played. Not fucking tediously moving a freaking Sonic golf ball around. Yeah, outside of the fact that Tails is blowing up, let's ignore that little detail. Just flying around up and down the screen. Oh, Jesus. I have to contend with Tails exploding as well. It doesn't affect Robotnik, unfortunately. Yeah, this is new. He didn't do this before. Wait, I'm not losing rings. That's interesting. This is so weird. Oh, I'm losing 10 rings each time instead of... Oh, off he goes. Wrong! He just got pulled to hell as quickly as possible there for his sins. Oh, okay. I saved the flames. I saved the little fiery animals were on fire as well. Oh god. Come on then. Do your gimmick, do the thing. We're losing rings, but not in a way that you can pick them up again. Yeah, I seem to be losing 10 rings at a time. Yeah, it's like 10 rings. Or less. Because I had 19 just then. Yeah, I guess the reason they've done that is so the tails exploding thing can be done without like the sprite flicker getting too insane or something. I don't know. Get away from me. At the moment I'm just playing Sonic 2 with the occasional weirdness. Get away, get away, get away. No, I kind of want to see what he does. I'm not really getting a chance to see it. That's what he does. No, I don't know if I actually want to play through all of this. I'm going to do a save state, but yeah. Tell you what I do want to go back to. It remembers my save spot. Remember my save? Yeah, it does. Alright, sweet. Yeah, let's play more of this one. Right, so if you haven't seen this one before, this is Sonic 1 Blastless. And as you can see, it looks a bit different and sounds a bit different. At least until I fill up that meter. The OSSC actually has trouble with this one. So now we're in now we have full blast processing, but it's going to keep decreasing. If I get hit, it'll also go down a peg. Yeah, I want to play. I just want to play more of this one because this one's brilliant. This might be my favourite new one this year, as far as I know. This one's new anyway. This might be my favourite one that doesn't already exist from. Oh god. No! Oh, it's gone down a second lot. Oh god, now it's even worse. Amstrad CPC mode. Oh, and we're back up again. This is, I've got to say, this is a bit of an aesthetic for me. I actually quite like this. This looks like Sonic running on the Pico 8 or something. Oh, that sprite flicker. Yummy, yummy sprite flicker. The sound effects sound really cute as well. Oh god, we're back up again, but now I can't see what I'm doing, and now I've got to go down again. The OSSC is making this really hard to play. Because it's taking a while to go back down to this lower resolution. I need to get a retro tink, I think, but them things cost like £300, so no hurry. So if I know it's about to change, I should go back to full speed. I should if I know it's going to go to full speed, I should pause the game because the OSSC takes a little while to catch up. Well, I'm not going to restore this level. I love these sound effects, they're so cute! sound effect sounds so cute. God damn it. It's so nice. Oh, well. I almost don't want to go back up to full blast processing because I've played that. I've played the game that way a million times, whereas this is all unique. I love this rendition of the song. It's so cute. Whoa. Oh, I'm gonna pause. Right. There we go. Oh look, it's back to its boring, normal self. I'm only saying boring because, like, I've played this version a million times. I'm more into the weird, funky, even more retro-ness. But really, I'm supposed to be restoring the levels. Oh god. This should count as restoring. Yeah. Sweet. Hello. At restored. Yeah. And that special stage. Oh! Oh, okay. These ain't any different as far as I can tell. These are exactly the same. Ooh. Yeah, if I'm gonna pick an absolute favourite out of like the ROM hacks that are new this year, as far as I know, this is a new one. This is probably my favourite, like in terms of brand new one that isn't from like last year. Like Hellfire Saga's amazing. That game's been in development for years, and I still think that's one of the most technically impressive. As is that other one that is by the same developer that has Red Book Audio, and it's quite short. It's just some insane bosses. Can I just get to the middle of the screen? Thank you. It's a shame you can't do this section all like blastless. What have I got now? Oh, that was my first one. Okay, fair enough. Not really bothered about getting the emeralds, to be honest. Oh, we're going back low res again. Well, I need to see what it says about the resolution there, see what it's doing. It's like rendering the whole game at a different resolution, and I have no idea how it's doing it. I'll just back it up again. Oh no, not quite. Pulls it. Wait, what? Did I die? Did I die in the middle of, I must have died as the OSSC was catching up. Or did I just load state? I think I may have just load stated and I've got to do this whole level again. That's not. I'm not doing that whole level again. I'm trying to think if there's any others I haven't played. I think I've played most. So now it's just a case of I'm just going back to ones that I liked. Like this one. Oh no, I just saved over my... Why can't I tell left and right apart with these save states? I just saved on the title screen. Well, alright. With that, I think I'm done. I guess I could show you this one real quick. This is the only one I haven't featured, I think. It's just Eevee in Sonic 1. It's literally what it says on the tin. There you go. It's Eevee the Eevee. Look, it's Eevee. There it is. There's Eevee. This one was actually submitted to the contest. I'm not 100% sure why, because this is like the most basic ROM hack of the year. It is literally just a sprite swap. And it's a cute sprite, but when you look at it paused, it's just a ball. It's just a ball. Look at it, it's just a freaking Eevee ball. But it doesn't have a unique moveset, the layouts are the same, everything else is identical, the only thing that's different is the sprite. Oh, yeah, that too. Alright, Eevee has passed. There you go. That's what that is. It's incredibly simple. I'm so annoyed that I just wrote over my saves. You can actually set up separate ones, but I forgot to do that. Right, I think I'm done. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that for tonight. I think I'm pretty tired, and it is almost midnight here, so I think I'll leave it at that. But yeah, we checked out, I think, a majority, practically all of the Mega Drive ROM hacks that are there this year. I think there may be one or two I might have missed, but having a look at the list, I didn't show off Sonic Delta because that one is big. It's basically all of the games combined, so it will take me a long time to actually show you the extent of what that involves. But yeah, you should definitely check out Sonic 3C. Is it free? Is it Sonic? Oh, Sonic Delta Next. That's what it's called. There's also Sonic Magnified. I don't think I played that one. But either way, I think we've done plenty for tonight. Yeah, so that's another almost 4 hours of this stuff. I've played a lot of these the last 2 days. But yeah, thanks for popping by and watching me mostly suffer through some of these in terms of like how hard they were. But yeah, it was interesting seeing them. Not sure about the golf one. The golf one's brilliant, don't get me wrong. It's like a work of sheer genius, but it's also one of the hardest golf games I have ever played. Like, I don't think you'll ever get par on some of those levels. But yeah, I'm going to see if there is anyone to raid, but I don't think there is. Wow, nobody's on. Like, nobody? Oh, okay. And I don't know. Should I look for someone else that is doing a similar thing? Ah. Or I could just end it. I could just end it. I don't have to raid every time. I would raid if I could find someone to raid. Unless someone in the chat's got a suggestion of someone that's online now that I could raid, then otherwise I'm probably just gonna call it. Yeah. I could have a look on the let's have a look on the Sonic the Hedgehog tag. Ah! There are other people playing Sonic hacking contest stuff. I think at least one other. Let's have a look. Oh look, it's me. Oh, that's weird. Not many. Okay, alright, I won't worry about it then. No one on for me too. Yeah, it seems like no one's on tonight. That's just peculiar. Right, so yeah, thanks for popping by, and I guess we will. I don't know if I'm gonna. I'm probably not gonna play more of these on stream for the time being. I think what 5, like I think like almost 9 hours worth of like roughly 9 hours of Sonic ROM hacks over the course of 2 days is plenty. But yeah, definitely check out the website, which if I'll just remind you is shc.zone. Quite easy to remember, just shc.zone. I'll stick it in the chat again, so you can check out what's on there. You can download the ROMs, stick them in your preferred Mega Drive emulator or whatever. And then there's also Sonic Mania mods for the PC. There's all kinds of stuff that I haven't even touched because basically it would have taken me too long to set it all up, so I haven't. So this is much easier for me. I can just chuck on Mega Drive ROMs onto my EverDrive Pro and it's sorted. So, and as you can see, I got plenty out of it. So there's loads to check out if you enjoy classic Sonic games with weird twists to them. This event every year is always a good way to see what kind of stuff is available, like Sonic in black and white, or Sonic with a VTuber in the corner, or Sonic 2 but Tails explodes for some reason, or some of the other weird stuff that we've got here. But yeah, I'm going to head off. Not sure when I'm going to stream next. Hopefully I'll probably do an art stream next. In fact, I've just realised the 18th. I don't think I've actually mentioned this anyway, but the 18th is actually my Twitch anniversary. I think that'll be a year since I started streaming. It's not as I've had the account much longer than that, but I never really used it for streaming until exactly 1 year ago. I will be working on the 18th, but I won't be on the 19th, so I'm probably going to try and do something for the 19th. So yeah, that'll be coming up, my first year anniversary on the old Twitch. No, I'm also going to be uploading this on YouTube, so if you're watching on YouTube after the fact, then you can check me out on AnimatedAF on Twitch if you want to. That sounded so pathetic. Don't forget to subscribe. Whatever. Right, I'm leaving. See you later. Bye.